So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a quick walk around of the yard. This is before cutting. I've been cutting every other day, double cutting the lawn, and this is how it's looking. I really don't think it's looking bad. Of course, I want to get some rotary scissors and just have my edges looking more clean, because as you know, if you're a person that cuts at anything from a half an inch under and you use a weed eater, you're gonna have issues like this. But this is what my yard looks like. And this is August. So we in South Texas, and you know how it is in South Texas. In South Texas, it gets beyond hot, and I think the yard is doing pretty well. I have been bagging my clippings for a cleaner appearance, especially after I cut my trees and I raise the canopy on my tree, and also my hedges or bushes, whatever one you want to call it. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, and I've been making sure I try to keep my lawn watered. I water twice a week. Once is my heavy watering, and then the second time I do about 10 to 15 minutes in each zone, which is, this is zone 1, that's zone 2, and then I have another small zone in there. But let me set y'all up on a tripod. Don't mind my garage. My garage is junky right now. But I just want to ensure that my real mower is still cutting at that half an inch. I'm sorry, it's still cutting paper, if that makes sense. And I check this about once or twice a week. And it's because you don't want to be cutting and thinking you're cutting a clean cut, and you're really not cutting clean at all. So I'm gonna scoot to the side so that way you can see. Good cut. Good cut. Good cut. Good cut. Good cut. Ooh, that boy cutting. Yeah, I like how this school, they sent me out these papers in my mail, and whenever I see this nice thick paper, man, I don't even use it. They just wasting paper, but I put it to use, and I use this on my real mower. And I love that I don't have to worry about this paper getting soggy or nothing, because it's just thick enough, and it's better than your regular printing paper. So I put it to use. All right, let's get to cutting, since we cut paper. All right, so for the last week or so, I have been cutting, and when I cut my yard, I have been cutting. I have been cutting with this thing on. And I don't know, I think it's something that people will debate over. You don't want to allow this to get too heavy, because if this gets too heavy, I do think that it weighs the real mower down, and it'll cut slightly lower than the half inch that I have it set at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on there, and I like to, every couple passes, just dump it out. And I have my gate open so that way I can dump the clippings that I have every couple passes. And then my second pass, what I want to do is I'm going to take this off. So that way I got a nice clean appearance. But the double cut, I go one direction one way, and I go one direction, so horizontal and then vertical. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you my first couple passes, and I am gonna record throughout the whole thing. Beware, if you got a short memory span, just bear with me. This is something that a lot of people enjoy doing. Long stuff is something that I have a huge passion for, and I'm not gonna skip through the video like a lot of people do. I will cut and edit certain parts, but we just gonna get it going. Some animal is pooping on my yard. Somebody's, oh my goodness. All right. Let's crank it up. So I usually do a double cut, one this way and one that way, but I'm gonna do here, down and back, horizontal or vertical, whatever you want to call it, for both cuts. Let's just see if I can burn in some stripes. this is really all I got. If you can see in there, I mean, I got a good amount of clippings, but a lot of these leaves and this debris, I like to pick this up so that way I have a cleaner appearance on my lawn. And I used to do it earlier in the springtime where it was a little bit different, but I'm noticing now that we're here late in summer, I've been picking up my clippings, and I think it's a debatable thing, but I've been noticing my yard looks a lot neater this way. My second pass is without the grass catcher. Man, and it's kind of like this side strip gets more grass than my regular yard. But as you can see, I went 2 going that way, 2 going this way. All right, now back to my regular yard, and I'm gonna do my outside pass as well as my double cut. Say outside pass, what I mean is I'm gonna do my perimeter pass. So I'm gonna do my pass around my yard, but I'll save that for last. I'll save that for after I do my second pass on my yard. Ooh-wee. The boy's burned in. That's 2 passes. First is cut with the clipper on, with the bagger, or the grass catcher, I guess you could say. And then the second one is without it, and I went the same way. I think this is good because I'm burning in stripes. What I was doing before was I was going 1 horizontal, 1 vertical, and I couldn't really see that square pattern. Maybe if next year when I start to cut lower, I could. But this looks really good. I'm loving it the way this looks. So what I'm gonna start doing is whichever way I pick, whether vertical, horizontal, diagonal, I'm gonna double cut that same pattern. This thing to die out on me, my phone, because of the heat. But man, if Toro can get rotary scissors, Toro will be by far the best brand in my personal opinion. Oh yeah, we don't need a filter. So this is the yard, edged up. So it's been edged. I knocked down the edges, gave them a flat top, and we striped it. And this how we looking. You see it? This is my shaded area. This area right here struggles because, as you can see, my house blocks majority of the shades. But this is what the yard looks like. Double cut, vertical stripes. Yes, sir.